Bounties. Welcome to week 2 of our semester. Hope that you've had a lovely first week here at Mount Sac, and I'd like to give you a warm and cordial welcome back once again to our 1A class. Now, I'm about to set a pattern that we're going to continue throughout our other modules as well, and that is starting with my favorite, a punny joke. And our punny joke for this week is this one. Check this out. Let me put this on float on top. Okay, here we go. What did the sushi say to the bee? What's up, bee? Look at how cute the illustrations are. And that is our punny joke of the week. So with that, let's take a look at our syllabus here and see what is in store for us this week. Alright, so as you can see, we have MLA and other logistics. What's in store? What's in store? Let's find out. So let's go into our canvas here. Now, here you will see the first video. Here you will see the first video, which is Mla Essay Setup. So there are two primary methods of organizing assignments and resources. In this case, those pertaining to writing ones, right? So we have APA, which we see mainly in the STEM fields, so things pertaining to science. So let's say you're in a nursing class and you're doing a research project on, I don't know, maybe the dangers of energy drinks. So because that is a science-based course, then that would be in APA. However, in the humanities, when we say humanities, that includes things such as our class, English, language arts, things like philosophy, things like that, things pertaining to arts and letters. We use MLA. So, as such, I have included this little video. It's a crash course on how to set up assignments in MLA, since that is what I'm expecting that you please do for our class. So go ahead and check this out. And here we have our handouts, which actually, I think I'm going to erase that page because I have all of our assignments here in each respective section of our module. So the first thing we're going to start with is a thesis. Ooh, that's a super important part, as you're going to discover in this video. It's an important part of academic essay writing. So go ahead and check that out. And once you watch that, there is this worksheet, which I explain in the video how to complete it. That will be part of your assignment for this week. As you can see, it will be due by next Sunday, which will be March 6th by 11:59 p.m. Make sure to, as usual, convert it into one of the acceptable formats, which is .docx, .docx, and .pdf. Next thing that we have is the conclusion. Check out this video, and here is the assignment for that. I'll explain that in the conclusion video, so check that out. Next thing that we have is something that I wish teachers could have presented me with as an undergrad. So when I was in grad school, we came across this reading by L. Lenny Irvin, who conceptualized the work of academic writing as being something dynamic. And not only that, but this particular piece, what is academic writing, moved to debunk a lot of the preconceived notions that were stifling my conception of just what it is that we did when we talked about academic writing and its task. So I hope that this piece will be as liberating to you as it was for me. And what you're going to do is you're going to select some key ideas or concepts or golden quotes that stood out to you from this text. So when we say a golden quote, it's like a type of excerpt that you feel like you're just so drawn to it, and it makes a large impact on you. So talk about that. What are some key ideas or concepts or golden quotes, essentially takeaways that you grabbed from this article. And then comes the application part, right? How can you apply these to your own understanding of the work of academic writing? Why is this significant? And feel free to embed, say, like an accompanying image or perhaps a video that supplements your response. So, for example, let's say you were particularly drawn to the idea of the fact that writing is far larger than only the rote conception of, having only 5 paragraphs. Academic essays should only be 5 paragraphs. Well, that's one way, but it's not the only way. And understanding that was so liberating to me, recognizing that writing is much more than just rote and empty templates, but rather writing is something that performs social action. It's a very powerful thing. So let's say you were drawn to that you're like, all of a sudden you feel liberated to understand that writing is not something that is just, only 5 paragraphs, or the fact that, hey, you can use I in your writing. Let's say you were like a bird in a cage being freed. So if you want to integrate that image of, say, a cartoon of a bird being free from its cage, or anything else. So if you have a visual image that comes to mind with something that you are discussing here in your response, then feel free to embed that image. In order to do so, it's easy. So after you have hit reply here, and let's say you've typed up your response already, then you just go to insert and you go to image and then upload image. So so long as you know where the image is saved, then you can upload it. Let's go ahead and search it. Let's say cartoon of bird flying from cage, because all of a sudden you feel free from these preconceived notions that maybe your high school teachers hammered into your head, and now you're recognizing that writing is something dynamic. It's something far more powerful than those rote conceptions that you previously had. So let's say you want to include this one. All right, so just save it. In this case, you can just drag it out. So long as you know where the file is saved, then, okay, if we return to what you just typed out, you just go to insert, you go to image, and then upload image, and you find it. In this case, it's in our desktop. And boom, you just submit it. Simple as that. So that is the discussion board. Remember, since it is a discussion board, you're also required to respond to at least one classmate's post in order to get full credit. Remember that in your response here for your discussion board, remember to do it at least a hearty paragraph, which is at least 4 mini sentences. And when you respond to a classmate, make sure to do so in at least 2 mini sentences. And go beyond just saying, yeah, that's cool. No, you want to impel the conversation forward. Just like you do with your own friends when you're talking about a topic that interests you, right? Maybe it's about talking about the Lakers game, so you'll contribute something to forward it, right? So it's just like that. It's a discussion board, it's a conversation, and you want to move it forward. You want to impel it forward. That is what we have for this week for Module 2. With that being said, maintain that same strong focus that you came in with through Module 1. Keep it up through Module 2. Stay strong, my friends, and enjoy your week. See you next week.